Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a requested video. Today I am going to curl my hair on camera. Don't know how long this is going to take. Going to try to edit, but give you all the information on how I curl my hair. So, I have my headbands on because the best time I like to curl my hair is about 3 days no washing. Okay, when you have really light hair and it's bleached and then color put on top of that, like it's very dry. So the only thing that gets kind of oily is up by the scalp, and I probably have, it's borderline. I think it's my 3rd day today or my 4th. I don't know, right around there. I usually wash 1 to 2 times a week, like every 4 days, at least by every fourth day I wash. So yeah, I mean, it's not horrible, but it has product in it. It has a little bit of dry shampoo. It has some texturizing, not now, but like throughout the week. And so it's got its stuff in it. But this is how I curl my hair, guys. We're going to get started. I use a 1-inch for the really tight, boofy hair looks that I do. Okay, so pretty much what I'm going to do is you take these smaller sections, and I'm going to start by my face, and like all the sections from like here on, like I'll section this part and like this part here. So like all of this, I'm going to curl that way. So I'm going to away from my face. I'm going to turn it away from my face, okay? And then I'll show you what I do next. So whenever I get to it. So I just go in and I take, and I don't go all the way through. I take it and I bring it down just a little bit, just enough to get one full turn on the barrel. And I hold it here because up here by the scalp, you have, your oils, your natural oils, but you also have, it's just harder to get a curl to stay there because the hair is newer. And the more, I hate this word, but virgin hair that you have, and that's the part of the hair that has not been processed in any way, and the harder it is to hold a curl. So you want to hold it close to your scalp for a little while, and then I just release a little bit, like not a lot, just enough to kind of bounce it and work the hair through, and then you just keep pulling, and then you keep pulling. You kind of keep bouncing it at the same time, opening it up just a little bit, and there's the first curl. Okay. And sometimes you just have to go with like the way your hair's cut or whatever. Like this little piece here, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Again, going away from the face. I'm going to do that one by itself just because it's a little shorter and it's not going to really want to go with the other longer hairs. And so just keep rolling it around, letting it sit. I have no makeup on because I'm going to be doing some collab videos, and it's just going to be a video kind of day in the Knobloch house. So, okay, so there's that. And then we're going to take a next section, and you just want to take like this kind of section here, because if you go much bigger than that, then not all your hair is going to get hot and curl. So try to keep the other hairs from getting out, but see how I kind of get it close to the scalp and just kind of turn one full turn and then just hold it for a little while, because you're not going to damage your hair. And I use a 1-inch barrel, so it's gonna, for these tighter, I use a 1-inch, a 2-inch, and then I also have a straightener that I use to curl my hair. So it just all depends on what I want the curls to look like. So, anywho, I'm gonna be staying hydrated. My husband now is making sure I stay hydrated because he went to the store today for the house to get stuff. And I don't have my my Walter mug. he is being cleaned. He's getting a bath. Walter's getting a bath. So my husband fixed me, he's so sweet, cucumber water. I don't know if you've ever had cucumber water, but it's delicious. But that is a good way to keep me hydrated. I don't like water, guys. It's a downfall of me, but like every once in a while I'll crave it and like I'll down like a bottled water. I'm very picky. Like I can't have water that smells, and I can smell very well. It's like my senses are very heightened. And so I can smell every little thing that's in water that comes out of a tap, and then I don't drink it. But there are certain bottled waters, not even every bottled water. This is like 5 random facts about Debbie Knobloch that you guys didn't even ask for. It's just extra. Because I like, giving you guys extra. Anyways. Now, also, I'm doing this whole section here. Really, but I'm going to show you. I'm doing it because it's just, I don't know. It's like, it's half, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, it just wants to fall together. So I'm going to sometimes you just got to listen to your hair. It'll tell you where it wants to be curled. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Okay. So, back here, I'm going to start doing half and half. So you're going to have a top half and a bottom half. And your top half is real important to keep tight to the head. And the bottom half you don't have to be so precise with, if that makes sense. So I'm going to throw that back there. Got my little stuff up here. Sometimes if you have too much product, it won't curl very well. I think I'm on the edge of you probably should have washed it first kind of thing, but we'll see. Sometimes I move the hairs back and forth. Like it's hot, but my fingertips are, I don't know. I cook, so my fingertips are used to touching hot things. So if you don't cook, or you don't have any reason why your fingertips would be used to the heat, then probably don't do that. But I don't touch the actual barrel, just the hair on top of the barrel. It gets hot, but I kind of move it back and forth for whatever reason. It helps get some of the middle hairs touched by the iron, where sometimes they don't curl as well if you don't. Just keep rolling it. And I don't know how boring this is going to be, but it was a requested video, people. So what do? You just give them what they want. Just kidding. I won't do everything everybody requests. Nope, not doing it. Okay, so there's that one. So now this is where I change it up. Okay, so that's all away from my face. Now I'm going to take this next section that's towards the top, and this bad boy is going to go the opposite direction. You're going to take it up high. See how high? I'm on top of my head pretty much, okay? I'm going to take it up high, and I'm going to roll it towards my face. Now what this does is it breaks up the way the hair is curling, and it gives it more volume. So it'll look more boofy up here, Because, I mean, if you can tell, like, I don't have really thick hair. Like, it's what they call, like, fine. It's not thin, but it's fine. And so, like, I don't have thick hair. But when I curl it, I look like I got thick hair. Because I think it's the curling technique that I use. So, and now, since I've curled this one towards the face, from here on out, it's going to alternate. So this one's towards the face, the next one will be away from the face, and then the next one will be towards the face until I reach the back part of my scalp. Okay? Maybe I'll just do one side of my head. Well, I won't, I don't know. No, I'm just talking to myself, so I'll probably cut this out, but we'll see how far we can get. Maybe I'll quit talking and speed this up. I don't know. Voila! There's my frontward facing. Do a backward facing. Okay. Normally I do not do this whenever I'm fixing my own hair, but just for the sake of showing you guys and getting these curls out of the way so you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to clip these curls up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't make them fall out, but I'm going to leave that one there. So here's the bottom half. And what I'm going to do is anything before the ear, pretty much, it doesn't have to be exact, but you see how that's kind of like before the ear. This starts on top of the ear and goes back. I really want to make sure that that is going away from the face. So I'm going to take that and go away from the face because I don't know the rules. I don't know if there is rules. I'm just telling you based off of many years of fixing my own hair, even when it was long, how it works best. And if you do that frontward towards the face curl too close to the face, then it like comes into your face and it's not attractive. Not attractive. When you got a curl going plop, and you're like trying to get it out of the way, it's just not attractive. So if you like that look, by all means, you do you. But this is Debbie Knobloch's tutorial today, okay? See, like, you don't have to be perfect with the bottom ones. And really, to tell you the truth, like, if you have short hair, like I do, you don't want it to be super tight on the bottom because then you're going to be like, you're going to have curls like this. You're going to be all the way up here. And we don't want that. That ain't cute either. So, all right. So I'm going to take this next one that falls on top of the ear. And I'm going to take it frontwards. And alternate all the way back. And then you're just going to do the same thing. And then I'll show you what we'll do next. I'll show you what the back is going to look like. Okay. So we're going to work towards the back now. And what you're going to do for the back is you're going to probably, this is what I do. Okay, so in the back, I have shorter hair in the back. So I don't know if I turn around enough, but I have shorter hair in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the whole back section, which is, where the curls stop. Okay, so my whole back section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half towards the center. So you have your center here. And so half, I'm going to roll this way. So I'm going to take sections and roll it that way. And then I'm going to take this half in sections like I did here, in bigger sections though, probably like the underneath side sections. And then I'm going to roll them that way. So they kind of fold in onto each other. Does that make sense? Then what I'm going to do after I do that is I take smaller sections on top and I roll those also towards the center, but smaller sections more tighter up higher. So I'll do that so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But you can't see the back of my head, so you guys will have to just imagine what it's going to look like back there based off of what I done on the front part. You guys can figure it out, right? Right. Okay, so start it out like that, and then we'll just keep moving. I do the big curls and towards the center, and then I just do the smaller curls on top, and then it lays into the bigger curls. Every once in a while, I'll find a straggly hair like this here and just take it and just roll it, because otherwise it'll just fall with the rest of them. But there we go. And every once in a while, you find a little section that you missed. Okay, so I got that whole side curled that way, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to do smaller curls up here. I don't know if I'm showing you or not, but hopefully I am. And then, so I'm going to take this other section. Usually I do this side. So let me just go ahead and do this side, and then I'll do same thing, but on this side. So I'm going to take my sections. Okay, about right here is where I'm going to start rolling it towards the face. Okay, so I've got that side done. Ooh. Some hairs are trying to jump into the line with some of the others. Okay, so now got that all curled. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, see, some of these are not cooperating. So we're gonna curl them. And then now we're going to take this last section and curl it that way. So we're going to away from the face, and then meet it up where the other side is. In the big chunks first. We're going to do big rolling areas, and then do the smaller on top. Okay, so now that I got that all curled, I'm going to take little sections starting from like almost the front. I'm going to take little sections like this here, and I'm going to curl real high and tight and just let it set on the scalp. Not on the scalp, but close to the scalp. But for time's sake, I'm going to try to run through these a little quicker. I would probably spend a couple more seconds on each one. I wouldn't be doing this as quick. And I don't need to curl the bottom part as much because it was curled in the big bunch. I just want to get some really high and tight curls in the back. And I know some people don't like to, spend a whole lot of time, but this kind of stuff does take time, but it's worth it. Sometimes, I don't know, I've just always been this way, like my whole life. Like I did not like to just run out of the house with, my hair all messy or whatever. I don't know. It's just the way I've always been. And I don't know, I like to get dolled up, I guess, all the time. My husband likes it, so. Okay, so I know that there's going to probably be some spots that I'm going to want to fix, but what I'm going to do after I curl this one, and I think I just turned off my deal. Nope. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop after I get this one done. I'm going to pull my curls so you guys can see kind of how I do that. And then I'm going to look in the back of my head. I don't know if I'll be able to do that on camera or not. We'll try. But then I'll look in the back of my head and I'll see if there's any spots that I want to redo or add curl to. So pretty much what I do is I'll run my hands through and I'm just going to take the curls and separate. I don't want to run my hands all the way through, maybe just underneath a little bit. But the top ones, you want to keep them kind of tight and just separate them and then move them. But see how that one rolls forward? I think typically I would have had maybe one more fit in here that rolls forward. But see, you have some going forward here, some of them going backwards, and that's what gives you that messier look, as far as not like all one, what I mean, one uniform curl, but they go back and forth. It gives you the volume. And I'm going to do that, kind of just pick through the back and lift, kind of bring my hands through it in the back and lift. That's what I want to do to the back. And then again, go through and separate curls all the way around. Kind of bring I never put a comb through it. I just do this kind of stuff. And see, look, it doesn't even look like I have messy or, 4-day hair anymore. That's why a lot of times when you see my hair curled on camera, it's because I got hair that needs to be washed the next day. And sometimes I wear curls for 2 days and recycle them, and all you have to do the next day is just kind of do the top part, and maybe a little bit in the back that have kind of fallen out. And so that makes it nice. I'm all about low maintenance as much as possible within the high maintenance. So you might, be high maintenance trying to fix your hair to do this, but you may be able to wear it for a couple of days and, have curly hair for a couple of days. Do a couple of different things with it. One curls forwards. Okay. Sorry, I'm a perfectionist, so I sit here and get the curls to lay exactly the way I want them to. If not, I force them to. All right. I'm going to add a little bit more volume right here by the face. I'm going to do some smaller sections and give some height right there because that's how I like it around my face. You can determine how you like it around your face. I know people's bangs and stuff that lays by their face, they're very particular about. Some can't stand it to touch their face. Some like it more in their face. So you have to just, alter whatever I'm showing you in a style that you enjoy. There we go. Kind of getting how I like it around my face there. And all right, so I'm going to take this mirror that I have here, And I am going to try to turn, I have a swivel chair, so I'm going to try to look at the back in the monitor there and kind of show you what I'm doing here, lifting these curls and kind of placing them where I want to. At this time, you know, you may see a straight one. I did a pretty good job. There's not a lot of empty spaces or straight hairs that need to be curled that I missed. And so I'm probably going to be able to get away with not doing any more. All right, I'm ready to spray, guys. So I'm just going to use this that I got in probably the Allure box, but it's the SGX NYC Do It All 3-in-1 Dry Texture Spray Volume Refresh and Hold. This is the one that I sprayed like I haven't used it before, and sometimes I just use hairspray, but this won't be bad because it's older hair and that dry shampoo will be good. And so, and plus it's texture, and that just kind of gives it a little bit of shagginess, which I like. As it falls out, as the curls fall out a little more, you know, it kind of gets more disheveled. I like the smell of this. It's not too bad. Okay, guys. So, oh, don't breathe that in. Tips with Debbie. It doesn't cost you any extra when I give those out. So, okay. Sorry. I really got that down my throat. I don't know. Maybe that is a curse. Like, maybe. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Maybe, you know, me spraying it in the wrong direction and then eating it whenever I do a hair tutorial maybe tells me that I don't need to use that anymore. I'll probably put some hairspray in it because I don't want it to fall out too much because I want it to stay for tomorrow. But you guys get the drift. And of course, I don't know. I've always been kind of a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my hair and makeup. So yeah, I keep messing until I get it exact the way I want it. But anyways, you guys get the gist. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it will help somebody out. And so I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.